You like music? Well, American-Swiss artist Christian Marclay will quite literally make you see music in a totally new way. He connects art with sound and music, translating found media, including LP records, comics and movies, into his collages, videos and installations. And translating at the Museum of Contemporary Art Tokyo is Marclay's first large-scale museum exhibition in Japan, so it's a rare opportunity for Japanese gallery goers and music lovers alike to see and hear his work. In this video, I've picked out some key works from the exhibition, and for each one there's a creative exercise for you to try at home. Let's get started! The first room is one of the loudest in the whole exhibition. Project for the Recycling Plant features a series of works made from used electronic goods and was originally exhibited at a recycling plant in Tokyo in 2005. Marclay has created a musical composition from the noises produced by workers in the recycling plant as they dismantle the kind of monitors that videos of their labour are played on. The huge influence conceptual art played on Marclay soon becomes clear, with his work showing the means and methods of its own production. What interesting sounds from daily life can you find? The following spaces focus on Marclay's work from the late 1970s, when he was performing as a turntablist, to the mid-1980s when he explored the physicality of LP records by cutting and collaging them together in his project Recycled Records. Here we have Fast Music, a video work in which Marclay is seen eating a record in stop-motion animation. And in Record Players, Marclay produces sounds by hitting, bending and breaking LPs. Using objects in ways they weren't intended to be used is a key feature of Marclay's practice, and this encourages you to think about everyday items, music and sound in new ways. What objects in your home could you use to produce sounds and music? Manga Scroll is perfect for this exhibition in Japan, as it's made up of onomatopoeia cut from manga and connected to form a long sound collage in the form of a traditional Japanese picture scroll. I think this work looks much better in the flesh than in reproductions, as this is the only way to appreciate its full scale. In addition, this work can also be performed by a vocalist. How about rewinding this video and singing along? Video Quartet, one of Marclay's best-known works, is a 4-screen video installation that presents a montage of movie clips focused on sound or music. Characters playing musical instruments, singing and screaming, along with other sounds and noises produced by a wide range of sources. At first, the work feels a lot like free improvisation, but after a while you start to notice the visual patterns and connections of a carefully constructed sonic and visual composition. In its 14-minute running time, you get to experience a vast range of moods, settings and narratives, with the overall effect being dreamlike and hallucinatory. What music and sound clips from movies would you choose to make a work like Video Quartet? In the 1980s and early 90s, Marclay used to spend hours in thrift stores looking for cheap, unwanted vinyl records. At this time, home internet wasn't widely available, so you often had to imagine what albums sounded like based on their covers alone. In Imaginary Records, Marclay takes things further by altering the record covers through collaging them together and painting over them to create fresh compositions and encourage new readings. What do you think a record with this cover would sound like? Over the years, Marclay has built up a large collection of printed matter decorated with musical notation, including newspaper ads, illustrations, sweet wrappers, and menus. In 2009, he reproduced a selection of images from his collection as prints that can be arranged and played as a music score. Can you see the music notation on this £20 note? I can't believe I never noticed that before. What music notation can you find in your neighbourhood? Surround Sounds is a video installation that is completely silent, other than the camera shutter sound from smartphones. Like in Manga Scroll, Marclay has used onomatopoeia from comics, but this time he's animated the words in a way that suggests their sound. For instance, swish swishes round, and pop pops like a bubble. In this silent space, the audience is given the responsibility to imagine sound through sight. When you watch this video, what sounds do you imagine in your head? In the last room of the exhibition we have Faces, a series of collages from which the promotional image for this exhibition was taken. Each face is a collage of fragments from comic books that Marclay made through the COVID pandemic. The wall text describes these collages as evoking catharsis and empathy for the many voices and emotions that have been hidden away behind masks. So, there you go. Can you design a better poster for this exhibition? I personally don't think this poster translates very well. The last work in the exhibition, Mixed Reviews Japanese, is another silent video, this time of a deaf performer using sign language and body language to translate a text describing music. Marclay states, "There's a tremendous loss between the original music and these silent gestures, but you still get a sense that it's music." Like most of Marclay's work, this video is a way of looking at the act of hearing that creates friction between the two senses. Which of Marclay's work did you find most interesting, and why? To answer this question, you really should check out the exhibition for yourself. Be aware, though, this exhibition doesn't include Marclay's most famous work, The Clock, a 24-hour-long video installation made up of thousands of film and television images of clocks and watches, edited together so they show the actual time. It's like going to a music concert, but the star refuses to play the hits. Thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our Miyazaki Art School channel. See you next time!